Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and if you're seeing a mess of figures, you know it's once again time for an episode of Off the Shelf. Now, for those of you who may not have been watching all along, Off the Shelf is basically a little something I created that I don't have permanent displays for my figures, so the time comes every so often that figures I've reviewed and have been fiddling with, I need to pack up and put away to make space for new figures, and thus they come off the shelf, hence the name of the title of this little video series. These are rough and dirty, no real editing, nothing fancy. So we're starting off, as you can see, I have the original Seekers. I have the Hot Rod Patrol, Mega Axe Optimus Prime. Coming across, I have, in the back there, Hoist, Grapple, and Wheeljack. And you know what? I want to say something. I don't think I mentioned this when I was reviewing Exhaust and doing that comparison with Wheeljack. How great is it that in the first wave of a new line, we got 3 engineer science-based figures, like the more smart Transformers, like the science-based guys. If Perceptor was part of this line, I think that would have been like part of the wave. I think that would have just been awesome. Moving along, we have Deluxe Class RC, fantastic figure. We have Exhaust doing a little bit of a dab. We have Spark Armor Bumblebee, Leader Class Double Dealer, and Ultra Class Thunderhowl. I do believe that's everybody. This is the largest amount of figures I've gotten, and that's because I do have more figures coming. And there's other figures I have yet to review that, are going to need some space. And this isn't even all that I have on the shelf that I want to take off, because there are actually some figures I would like to review for you before I do that. As always, I give little quick updates, because really a lot of these are coming off the shelf, not because they're bad, but just because I need the space. In fact, none of these are bad toys. The Seekers are still the Seekers. I am quite looking forward to the Coneheads. Grapple. Or God, is that... Yeah, Grapple. Or is that Hoist? No, it's Grapple. Well, anyway, this guy. If you remember in the review, I mentioned about having to file down the pegs. I think I actually got it wrong. You didn't need to decrease the diameter. You needed to shorten the length. So make sure you shorten down the length and maybe make the pegs a little smaller as well. Hopefully that will be fixed when we eventually get Inferno. Mega Axe Attack Optimus Prime is still a fantastic Warrior class figure. These guys still exist. Thunderhowl, the hips are still a little loose, but it is what it is. I finally saw the episode of Cyberverse with that the character was featured, so I do like that it is very much of a knight. Exhaust, I just, I don't know why. I just like that white a lot better than what's on Wheeljack. I wonder how Wheeljack would have looked with that white. Bumblebee, and I gotta say this for all the other Battle Call figures, until you get a Commander class figure, I'm not really sure what you can do with them. There's just the blinking lights. And Double Dealer, great figure, but that leg transformation just really soured me on it. And it's just more fiddly, more complicated than it needs to be. So yeah, that's about it. Like I said, none of these are bad. I just need the space. So let me do a little quick pan once again. Yeah, I'm using I got a little bit larger of a backdrop to get everybody in. And just remember, just because they're coming off the shelf doesn't mean they're bad figures. So I do have some exciting reviews coming up. If you've order off of Amazon, you can pretty much guess what I have coming up in the next week. Some rather big figures. So yeah, it's your old pal Chuck, and I gotta remember where I put the boxes. We will see you next time.